Hello, historians. This is day 39, and we are still in the Middle Ages in the West, but we bounced a little bit east to look at Eastern Orthodoxy because it does interact with the West because of Jesus, because we have fellow Christians in the East, in the Byzantine Empire, that's still continuing as we look at the Middle Ages in the West. So we kind of have to look at what's going on there. And sadly, the Eastern Orthodox Church is going to split from the Roman Catholic, and you have the divorce in Christendom. This is a picture of Constantinople's city walls, a remnant from the Byzantine Empire, which was the New Rome, which ended up being a strong Christian center for Eastern Orthodoxy and sent missionaries to other places. Please pray with me as we begin day 39. Dear Jesus, thank you for each and every one of these students, their hearts. You have a purpose for them. Give them excitement over your purpose in their lives. In Jesus' name, amen. All right, we're still going pretty fast, so pause the notes whenever you need to. Eventually, the Western Empire, so Middle Ages in the West, and we're kind of talking about a Christian empire at this point, is in pink here. And then the Eastern Empire, which is Christian during the time of the Byzantine Empire, is in this peach color here. And the decline and fall of the Byzantine Empire, because it does get taken over by the Ottomans. In 1204, there are Western Crusaders. By 1453, you have the Ottoman Empire. So we'll eventually look at how that happens when we look at some crusade notes. Constantinople is going to be renamed to Istanbul, reflecting Muslim leadership. Same place, though. Question. See what you answer on this. You can jot your letter answer in your notebook. As I walk around, I'll see what you answered. Which statement is true about the rise of the Byzantine Empire? And you can kind of look at these different letters, read these. What do you think? Which one of these is true? The Byzantine Empire emerged from the Eastern Roman Empire. The Eastern Roman Empire became the Byzantine Empire. All right. And its capital was located at Constantinople, which eventually will be called Istanbul, around the Bosporus Strait. Very key area there, bridging Europe and Asia, both in Turkey. Question. Why are Justinian's codes? You remember Justinian from Byzantine before. Why are his codes a long-lasting achievement? You might be like, well, we already talked about Byzantine. Why Justinian now? Well, one, he's good to review. And two, Justinian impacts the Middle Ages in the West because there are Christian leaders in the Middle Ages in the West, and Justinian was a Christian leader that kind of went before them. So his codes, he tried to lead as a Christian leader. Read the answers. Answer, they were an organized set of laws that are similar to the code of law we use in the U.S. today. That's pretty cool. This is an example of a mosaic. The pieces are so small that it looks like one image. Most likely, this is a representation of Jesus. You can see all the gold that's in there and the writing. This is an example of Eastern Orthodox Christian art. Which statement is true about the split in the church in 1054? You can look at these answers. The East created the Eastern Orthodox Church, and they did not want to view the Pope as their religious leader, and that was one of the final straws that sort of broke the church apart. They would not agree on that. This is a picture of an Eastern Orthodox church. You can see the architecture, the domes. It may look more Eastern or Middle Eastern to you. It is a Christian congregation. Keep in mind that a Christian church a certain shape isn't necessarily more Christian than others. It depends what it looks like, what it's used for, really. So in America, we may have more like triangular steeples that we see. We may think, oh, the triangle is a Christian shape and the dome is not. Well, no, you can use the dome for a Christian shape as well. Eastern Orthodox Church in Russia looks like this. And this, from the inside, this is what you get with a dome mosaic. So it's pretty inspiring to look up. Dome mosaic, kind of like the Rome dome, because Eastern Orthodox has some Rome influences. The Great Schism, the very sad divorce of the church, is 1054, and the church splits into East Constantinople and West Rome. Tragic time, 1054. Remember that year for the Great Schism? It actually began in 1053, and the church splits. And then you have some pretty big differences in terms of leadership and what priests